So welcome back. Now we're going to talk about learning styles. So there are 3 different learning styles or recognised learning styles, visual, auditory and kinesthetic. And each person can have a dominant style or a mixture of 2 or more learning styles. It's important to understand that pigeonholing according to one form of learning style over another isn't really realistic. However, it can be helpful to have some sort of understanding of whether you have a dominance in one area or a couple of areas and how that might actually help you in terms of your learning. Do keep in mind that it's actually important to be able to use all your senses when working as a practitioner. So favouring one learning style over another is not really that practical. So for example, if you have clients with skin problems, heart problems, respiratory problems or emotional or mental problems, these all require different learning styles to treat. So that, having said that, however, in terms of learning, you may at this stage particularly prefer to use particular learning styles. So we're going to go through those now. So if you're visually dominant, then you're orientated to visualise and respond to a variety of visual input. For you, colours, diagrams, gestures, patterns, body language, the gestures and the emphasis of body language, shapes and demonstrations are going to be important. If you have auditory dominance, then the spoken word is going to be good for you. You're going to enjoy listening to presentations as opposed to just reading them, or perhaps doing a combination of reading and listening. You're going to enjoy explanations of things. You're going to enjoy sequence and pitch and tone of voice. You like stories and anecdotes and examples and through narrative. You're going to enjoy discussions and well-structured written work, e.g. handouts. If you've got a kinesthetic dominance, you're going to enjoy moving and doing. So you're going to enjoy doing things like role plays or being given active roles or demonstrations, being given the opportunity to actually do what it is that's being talked about yourself. You're going to enjoy being a demonstration model, and you're going to enjoy describing by using your feelings and sensing words. So here we've got the VAC Learning Style Self-Assessment Questionnaire, and you can go through this in your own time. This will actually help you to decide whether you're more visual, auditory or kinesthetic. So it's a good idea to go through this for yourself. And when you've finished, you've got the column with the highest total representing your primary processing style, and the column with the second most choices is your secondary style. So keep that in mind. And this can be very useful for you in terms of your learning. While we're on the subject of learning, in case you haven't already discovered it on the LMS, we have a wonderful section here at Endeavour under study skills. So please have a really good look around the LMS and look under the study skills tab. You'll find lots of wonderful information there that's going to help you and assist you with your studies. And if you have any questions, of course, get back to your online academic. So we have some revision questions for you for today as well. And again, these are actually really good to do in terms of learning. Being able to revise what you've heard and maybe make some notes about it is really useful. We know, for example, that people who take handwritten notes remember more than people who type, especially if you're a speed typer and you can type as fast as someone is talking. You're actually not taking in as much information as someone who's handwriting and listening to the same thing. And this is because while you're handwriting, you're actually having to think about what the person is saying, and you're having to paraphrase. You're actually having to take out the most important parts of that conversation or that lecture and write down the key points. And in doing that, you're actually absorbing more information. So yes, so you may well want to look at these revision questions after you've listened to a lecture or read through it, and make some notes. So what is meant by self-awareness, and how is self-awareness important? What might hinder self-awareness, and what helps in exploration? Why is good communication important for a practitioner? And what ways might we use elements of the Johari window for personal growth? What is meant by self-disclosure, and why is it important? And in what ways will I apply what I've learnt today about learning styles to my own learning? So thank you for listening, and we'll see you again. Bye.